Alright guys, it's Monday. I'm back with this Chevy again with the drop kit. Like I said, I left off on Saturday where I just got to put the fuel tank on. I got new U-bolts coming in today, hopefully, because they're not long enough. Remember, I had to cut the original U-bolts off, and these are just going to be temporary because we ordered some new ones because they're not long enough, like I just said. So I'm about to put in the fuel tank, and we're still missing one of the perches for the front, so we could reassemble the struts. It's got new strut shocks, it's got new perches, a new knuckle for the drop, because nothing has been done up front. But it's not too bad because hopefully, like I said, hopefully the parts come in today. And if they don't, well, the truck is just probably going to be stuck on the lift. Actually, no, it won't be stuck on the lift because I'll be able to back it out because at least the rear is done. So let me go ahead and put this fuel tank back on. All right guys, we ran into a little problem here with the Silverado with the lowering kit. I got the struts filled up for both sides. That's the lowering shock, it's got the adjustables and stuff. That's all good, except we go and put the new knuckles on, except these are for a different kind of suspension of the Chevy. These are cast steel, and I believe that's for like a different type of suspension Chevy uses. I think they have like different upper control arms and lower control arms, so the ball joint's a little thicker than the ones that are on. So that knuckle is for a whole different suspension setup. So now I gotta wait till Thursday until I get the new ones here. I'm about to go ahead and put the new U-bolts on the rear because those came in today, because the ones I put on are way too short and the nuts are barely on there. So as you can see, these are longer U-bolts. These are about the stock height. So I'm about to go ahead and throw those on so we can call the rear done. Like I said, I gotta wait till Thursday to get these in. That sucks, man. We're like halfway through this thing and it's just been problems with this lift kit. Well, I mean with this lowering kit. But yep. And Chewy's looking for his 18 because he lost it and went just flying. Right? Huh? Just went flying?
I went flying. She's
Damn,
gone.
she gone.
Just like she gone.
Jesse's working on a Jeep because the bracket for the control arm snapped off or rusted off, so those have to be replaced. And I think he's gonna drop the whole diff. Right? You're dropping the whole diff?
Whole diff.
Because he's got new brackets and stuff to weld. He's got new lower and upper control arms as well. These are the new brackets right here that he's got to weld. That's the track bar bracket, and then control arm bracket. So that's the update for you guys here. We got Travis working on a BMW next door, but I won't show you guys that. All right guys, I got a Nissan Titan now up in the air. It's getting a wheel bearing hub assembly because I could literally move this thing with one hand. I don't know if you guys hear that, but it needs a new wheel hub assembly. This whole tire moves. As soon as I lifted it off the ground, this thing said doop, like it tweaked itself, I mean. But yeah, I'm about to get started on that hub assembly and see what's up. We got the differential off over here. Jesse did it. He's getting all that cleaned up and about to start getting the brackets welded and stuff. Right, Jesse?
Yes.
All right, good man. Wearing safety glasses.
I don't want a needle in the eye.
Because safety first. Oh yeah, you definitely don't want a needle in the eye. I've done that. All right, little update before I got started on this. I checked the wheel bearing we had and the wheel bearing he has on the truck. It does not match. This is a 3-bolt and the one I got to put on was a 4-bolt. Unfortunately, these things happen when the customer looks up his own parts and then gives us the part number. This is one of those cases. I'm just gonna put the wheel back on because we can't get the wheel hub any sooner. So yeah, there you go. All right guys, so I got the Chevy back up in the air. I put all the front stuff back together with the original knuckle except the lower strut. It's fine for now until we get the struts, until we get the new knuckles to replace that with. Right here, I'm about to go to the rear. I set this thing at 5 inches and it gets you adjustment for the hangers for the leaf spring. And we decided to go 1 extra inch, so I'm just gonna go ahead and unbolt that and try to make that a 6-inch drop, and then we'll go from there. Jesse, what you got over here?
Axle's back in, brackets are in.
He's got everything back in. Everything looks good. He had to weld these back. He had to weld these on. New brackets and stuff. It looks good. Not too bad. It wasn't too hard for Jesse to do. Right?
Not too shabby, right?
Not too shabby. Alright guys, so I'm about to get started on the airbag system on a Nissan Titan. So this is the Nissan Titan. Like I said, I'm doing airbags in it.
Airbag keying over there.
It's a Dadmobile right there with that topper. I ain't gonna lie. Alright guys, so quick little update. I actually put the Nissan Titan all back together. I'm unracking it right now. But I put everything back together because the airbag system wasn't gonna work at all. So the customer doesn't want to modify it, and Rough Country also doesn't recommend modifying blocks because of the way the Nissan Titan is. All right guys, about to get started on this Linkswell Android head unit for the JL, which is this one. I already got everything pulled apart on this thing. I already got the stock radio out. I got the whole dashboard technically. It's also getting a 12-inch sub from Rockford's Gate, which is sitting right over here. It's a 12-inch, you know, pre-built box with the pre-built amp, which is gonna be enough for what the guy is looking for. He's, you know, we had Travis running all the wire, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this, and then let's go ahead and unbox it so you guys can see what's in the box. So I got everything out the box, and I got a whole bunch of wiring harnesses here. You know, this should be a plug-and-play system for anyone that's wondering. I got some brackets here to mount it. But anyways, here's your old screen on a JL. This is what you get, you know, basic Mopar. You replace this screen, you know, like I said, this is what you get in a stock system, and this is what he's gonna upgrade to. And literally, this is pretty much a tablet. You connect your phone to it. You do pretty much anything you want in this. You could watch movies, watch YouTube. If you got Wi-Fi, you could connect this thing to Wi-Fi. This thing is pretty advanced. It's almost, I call it a Tesla swap radio, because it's technically like a Tesla. You got that big screen, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. So it's time to go. I got this all wired in, and it does work, but I'll show you guys all that some other day. That's a fucking wire's nest there, but I'll show you guys tomorrow on how all this works, because this thing's actually pretty fancy.
We're stressed out enough for the day, so now it's time to enjoy our favorite Dr. Peppers and smoke our non-menthol cigarettes.
All right guys, so I got this Jeep all situated with Travis. All right guys, so this is the screen I was telling you guys about. It literally makes your whole center console, your whole dash, into like a Tesla type of deal. You honestly control everything. You got climate control, you got your music, Bluetooth, phone link, because you can link your phone to it. You can play videos as well and watch movies as you're driving. I know it's illegal, but you know, only do it off-road. You got your navigation system, which works as well. You know, you set the destination you want, and then it tells you like any other phone / tablet. You go home, you got, you know, your music settings up here, your volume, you got home button, back button, and then you got your other settings to turn off the screen, night mode, and your dimmer. Like I said, you could also download apps like Spotify, Pandora, Netflix, Hulu, whatever. You could download on this and actually use it, because this thing's got Wi-Fi. This is actually like a built-in tablet system into this. But yeah, this thing's actually pretty cool, but it is pretty expensive. It is on the little pricier side, right Travis? Yeah, we're about to head to lunch. We got to put the glove box back together, and then this thing should be done for the radio wise, because I know this Jeep has other shit to do. Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and head to lunch, turn that off, and then the system turns off and whatnot. Boom. All right guys, I got the Chevy back up in the air. The knuckles finally came in, the correct knuckles actually. So here are the knuckles. This is passenger side, this is driver side. As you can see, they're stamped. So you guys, if you guys don't know, this would make the truck drop about like maybe 2 or maybe 1.5 inches. And then I gotta remove the strut again and bump this, because this is an adjustable strut. I gotta bump it up 1 inch up because right now is at full drop, which is of a 3-inch drop. So I gotta bump it up 1 to a 2-inch drop, and then the rest of the drop is gonna be in the spindle itself. It's got a 6-inch drop in the rear, so we're gonna keep it even. Right now we're gonna change them because we have the stock knuckles on there and we're gonna ship it like that, but I've noticed that the geometry of the ball joints were kind of like upward like this instead of straight. So let's go ahead and get started on that. All right guys, so I got all this side apart. I already went ahead and switched the knuckles. So that's the lowering knuckle right there. As you can tell, the difference is on top where the upper control arm actually joins to the knuckle. But I'm gonna go ahead and start on the strut and then put this side all back together, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start working on it. So this is the shock for the strut. You know, the coil spring sits here and stuff. This is the ring I have to switch over. These small grooves are your adjustables. So this would be stock height on that first groove. This right here would be a 1-inch drop, 2-inch drop, and 3-inch drop. We have to move this ring up to the 2-inch drop, and then we'll let the knuckle do the rest of the drop to get the rest of the 4-inch drop on the truck. So let me go ahead and put this back together. Well, let me go ahead and move this ring up and then put it back together, and then you guys will see. Alright guys, I got the Chevy Silverado down on the ground. I got the new knuckles and the struts all put back together. This is what it looks like. It didn't change too much because it was already dropped, except the knuckles, like I said, changed the geometry of the ball joint. So I got this Chevy back up in air because it rubs all over the wheel wells here. He's got 26s. He's on a 305, so this tire's pretty fucking wide and the wheel's actually pretty fucking big. So that's why he's rubbing all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the wheel well liners and probably do the NorCal mod. So I literally took the wheel wells off already, right? I put the tire back on, I backed it out, and then checked for rubbing. Honestly, it rubs a lot still, especially back here. I put a white line. Oh, my flashlight's so bright. You see that white line right there? That's where it starts rubbing, and then it rubs all the way back. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to make some space here by cutting and hammering some stuff out of the way, and making sure I don't make a hole in the cab itself, because right here, passing that thick pinch hole right there, that is the inside of the cab. Let's go ahead and see how this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, knock off the tires again. This thing's like been bring it in, bring it out, take it off, put it back on, take it off, put it back on. It's been just one of those builds, but it's getting closer by the minute, you know. So let's go ahead and get started on it. All right guys, so I got one side done. What I did is I ended up cutting a piece that was here. I went like this, and then I hammered everything back, and everything moved back. You know, all this moved back. As you can tell, I've been hammering here. I think I'm gonna hammer this again. Well, I'm out of breath. I was hammering for about 10 minutes straight. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and paint this. I think I'm gonna hammer that a little more back, make it look flat, and then go from there. But definitely make some space. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the other side. This is the piece I cut right here, and then I gotta hammer all of it back, So I mean, it is a lot of work, but hey, the guy wants 26s on a 4.6, so we'll get it done for him, right? All right guys, I got the truck pretty much all done. It actually still rubs because it's still rubbing on the sway bar links, because these tires are way too wide. Like I said before, way too big of a tire for such a big drop. Right, Chewy? Got my boy Chewy doing 4 tires. Damn, those are...
You gotta give people what they want though, right?
Yeah, you know. But I'm pretty much done with it. I got most of it out. It doesn't rub on the body anymore. Like I said, it rubs on the sway bar link, and it rubs on the emergency brake line on the driver's side, because it's only on this side. But like I said, truck looks good, but it still rubs. Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Should be a beautiful day. Hope so. We really didn't do much today. It's kind of
For
weird.
yourself, dog.
Cause I'm an. Say it.
I don't want to say it.
Anyways, we didn't do too much. Actually, I started painting the dash on this. I took it apart and took all the pieces out, but it was tan, so I painted it black. I got the pieces painted black as well, which was the first thing I actually painted for this Jeep. But we are closing up. We got all the Jeeps inside. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Checking for people's safety to see what their recommended tire pressure per factor is. Don't want to send anybody out here with the wrong shit.
We always do though.
Yeah, I know.
Morning guys, it's like probably like 10:30, 11 right now, but I forgot to record this morning. I got a Scottsdale up here. This thing's pretty mint condition. The whole truck has actually been redone, the whole frame, transmission, engine. Been doing some wheels and tires, American Racing. These are the old ones. We're taking them off. We got Jesse over here working out Tacoma. Wheels, tires, leveling kit. Anything else I'm missing, bud?
No, that's it, man.
That's it? True. Let's go check out these wheels. I did unbox one of the wheels for the fronts because they're staggered, and one of them is actually it's bent. Let's just say that it's bent. This is the wheel that's going on the Scottsdale. Not bad, but the bent's right here. I don't know if you can catch that on camera. You can't see it on camera, but you can see it. I could physically see it myself. But like I said, he's getting staggered wheels. Those are 20 by 8 going up front and a 20 by 9.5 going in the rear. And then he's running 295 35 20s Toyo Proxys on the rear. And then I think he's running 245 40 on the front. Where's that? Yeah, 245 45 20 up front. So like I said, they're staggered set up. We got Travis working on one of the rear tires. What the hell are you doing? Oh boy. These tires are just stiff on this wheel, just because they're 4D tires, right? Guys, I just wanted you guys to check out this truck. Wow, we're getting the alignment rack. This thing looks sick. I gotta get some shots out of it. This thing's just nice. Got done on the alignment on this Scottsdale. Got Travis backing it out. Jesse and Jesus about to do alignment on the Tacoma. Yeah, I'm telling you, those brakes get it, man. They're strong for some reason. Oh, you got it? Man, it is a sharp truck. I like it. Yeah. Those brakes get it, man. He needs to readjust them things.
Too tight?
Yeah, way too tight. Like you press on it just slightly and it just slams them. So weird.
Probably dragging the hell out of this shit.
Yeah. Alright guys, we're back from lunch. We just got a cover done on a dually. We got Jesse over here working on the upper control arms on the Jeep with the new brackets he welded on not too long ago. I believe you guys saw that on the last vlog. But we got the right parts for that now. This Jeep has a body mount bolt that actually came off. I'm assuming somebody else did the body lift, and now they came here to us to try to fix someone else's, you know, mess up. Just say it in a nice way, right, Travis? Right, Jesus? All right, guys, we're trying to figure out where this bolt came from, but we have checked all the body mount bolts, all the transmission bolts, because it's got a cross member. These old Jeeps, this is the transmission mount. It's got all the spacers, it's got all the bolts everywhere where it needs to. We were told it's a body mount bolt, but we checked everything else just in case, like control arms, shocks, whatever that could possibly use a bolt in a bushing that big. We can't see anything. Everything seems to be there. Who knows? Maybe this is just a prank for this guy and they put a fucking bolt in a bushing under the guy's Jeep. That'd be pretty fucked up though, because now he's wasting his time dropping the Jeep off and stuff. But honestly, this bolt here looks pretty new and that bushing looks pretty new. What do you think? We're just running around in circles. Like, honestly, we checked the whole Jeep.
I know this bolt does look pretty good.
Yeah, it does. I mean, everything seems somewhat new, but it's not that new. This Jeep has been beat up before. As in beat up, like off-road and stuff. This thing's coming apart. I mean, everything's there, like I said. Can't see anything that's missing. Everything's there, like I keep saying. Joey,
Don't park in front of the fucking bay doors.
yes, that gets pretty annoying. That does get annoying. Everybody does it. You know why they did that? Because they saw the dually parked up front. Alright guys, it's the end of the day. We're about to close up shop. I'm about to get cleaned up and stuff. We still haven't figured out what's going on with this Jeep. Well, actually, we figured it out. Let me not say that. The linkage problem is most likely because of the body lift. It needs an extension for the driver's linkage because it's about a 1/4 inch off, and it feels weird when you're going from park to reverse. And then it actually says that if you put it in drive, it's actually reverse. That makes sense? But yeah, so I'm about to get cleaned up. Travis is waiting on me over there because he wants to go home, and I want to go home too because it's Friday. So yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just leave this on the lift, and I'll be back on Monday.